something as simple as streetscaping. As a designer, you go into community and you're like, let's add trees, let's add benches, let's, animate this community. But there are ripple effects of beautifying spaces, right? It it can lead to gentrification in many instances. So, um, it should be beauty with caution and beauty uh, for good. Um, and we should always ask who's benefiting from the beauty, because sometimes in doing so, uh, there's a bit of justice lost in community development for some people. Things that are important to us in justice. So this is a photo of me on pretty much my last day of architecture school, a proud alumni. But I started to think back at some of the issues of representation in our culture, in our practice, in our profession. Um, so looking back at this, I really realized, as amazing as all of my colleagues were in school, I was very fortunate to have studied architecture. I think anyone who studies architecture is very fortunate because um, it is a very privileged profession. It's expensive. It requires a lot of your time. It's very hard for you to do um, part-time jobs or whatever it is. It requires your full attention in a really nice way. But I do want to speak to the importance of representation within the practice of architecture design. As it stands, Canada does not even have statistics to quantify how many minorities are in the profession currently. So just as an example, when I graduated in my class, I think I was one of three or one of five people of minority. And so, I'm constantly asking the question of how can we increase the representation of diversity within the practice? Because justice, in the sense of the term, is um, it's a concern. It's a concern. It's, as it says, it's a concern for representation. So that's really important to me, and I'm hoping we can talk about that a bit tonight.